friends, this is Miss Southett with the updates for the week of September 2nd. In reading, we are continuing in Unit 1 with the same vocabulary words as last week. Students' vocab trifolds went home today so they can study their words for their vocab quiz this Friday. You can check their scores on their vocab quiz on Canvas. Those scores will populate as soon as students submit their quizzes on Friday. The vocab trifold is just a piece of paper. On the front, it has 3 sections, which is why we call it a trifold. One section is definitions, one section is fill in the blank sentences, and one section is synonyms and antonyms. The back of the paper is a crossword puzzle that just helps students with their spelling. Those are the 8 vocabulary words, though, that students should study for the vocab quiz on Friday. This week we are reading Experts Incorporated, which is a realistic fiction story, and Speaking Out to Stop Bullying, which is an expository text. We are focusing on identifying the conflict within a story and the events that led up to the conflict. Remember that conflict is the new word for problem in 4th grade. It still just means the problem in a story, but now we call it the conflict. We also have a minor focus on continuing to identify idioms within the story and what they mean. We do tend to focus on figurative language whenever we have the chance to, even if it is just like a minor focus on it. The story Experts Incorporated that we started today does have a lot of idioms in it that we like to stop and identify and just kind of point out. So that way students are exposed to it on a continuous basis. In our expository text, we will be focusing on identifying the central idea and key details within specific sections. So for example, like under which heading might you find this information, or here is a central idea, what heading matches that central idea, that type of a thing. Students will also be introduced to what an author's claim is and try to identify the claim within Speaking Out to Stop Bullying. In math this week, we are continuing our unit on place value. We will be discussing that the digit is 10 times greater than the digit to its right. So for example, 500 is 10 times greater than 50. We will also discuss how it is 10 times less, or 1/10, the value of the digit to its left. We will complete this unit on Friday with our place value assessment. Now for science. Tomorrow, students will begin Unit 2, Motion and Science Olympics task. Students will recognize when an object is in motion and describe its path. They will describe the motion of an object using its position and direction. The vocabulary words for this unit include motion, force, position, engineer, direction, blueprint, distance, and prototype. Water bottles. Please make sure that students have water bottles with very secure lids on them. We have had multiple spills in the classroom, in all of our classrooms, and this can take away from instruction. So we ask that students bring in water bottles that have secure lids to keep the water inside. We do know it's fun for students to bring in their fancy cups and their cups that they, think are cool, but oftentimes those don't always have the most secure lids on them. So please just make sure that your student is coming in, your child's coming in with a water bottle that has a secure lid on it and will stay secure no matter what direction it might go in. Headphones. All students need to have a pair of headphones. Headphones live in the backpacks, so please make sure your child has a working pair at all times. The best types of headphones for students to have are the ones that go over the ears. Those tend to last the longest and they work the best for students. So we do recommend the kind that go over the ears, and they do need to plug in. We don't have the Bluetooth capabilities with our school laptops, so we do need laptops that plug in. I also do recommend to students that they have a specific spot to keep their headphones in their backpacks. If they have a specific pocket that they keep them in or a pouch that they keep them in, I just find that this helps them with keeping them safe. A lot of the headphones tend to break or they rip or tear, something happens to them, they twist up really badly. So if students have a very specific spot that they always put them in and take them out of, I find that the headphones last a little bit longer. Behavior ledgers. So we are starting to mark behaviors we are seeing and noticing on behavior ledgers. Please make sure you sign them every Friday or every weekend for that upcoming Monday's date to show that you saw the behavior ledger. Behavior ledgers need to be kept in the binder, and should only be taken out for marks to be made by the teacher or for a parent to sign at home. This morning, we checked ledgers for a parent signature on September 2nd. If students did not have a signature for September 2nd, this morning, they did receive a mark for not following directions. It is students' responsibility to ask for a signature at the end of every week. I personally tell my homeroom, and this is just me, this is just coming from Miss Douthit, but like I tell my homeroom students, I say, take it out of your backpack as soon as you get home on Friday from school, put it on the kitchen counter, put it on the bar, wherever, you know, a common area is for your family. That way it's out and it's ready for your parents to sign and you're thinking about it still. Have them sign it for that upcoming Monday, put it in your backpack and you're good to go all weekend. You don't have to think about it again. Then when Monday morning rolls around and I say, take out your ledgers, I'm going to check them for a parent signature, you know, oh, perfect. I got mine signed on Friday. I grab it out, put it on the desk. I'm ready to go. So that's what I recommend to my students, but definitely find something that works for your family. They always need to have that upcoming Monday signature because we check them on that date. We check them on that Monday morning. Book fair's coming up. Our first book fair of the year will run from September 12th through the 19th. Family shopping after school will be open on Thursday, September 18th from 2:30 to 5:30. Students will be able to preview the book fair on September 11th, and 4th grade shopping day will be on Wednesday the 17th. Our shopping day on Wednesday the 17th will happen during school. Keep an eye out for the link to load money onto a student's account or just send in cash with your child on our shopping day if you would like them to get something. As always, thank you for all that you do to support your child at home.